Hello there and welcome to Mr. Iyer's Digital Dialogue. We are all about using technology to solve everyday problems. And, of course, your host is none other than Mr. Iyer himself, an expert in all things SaaS and the digital world.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Sailes Yes. Identify, find, and engage your audience through AI and create a direct matchmaking buyer persona.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Mr. Iyer's Digital Dialogue. Today, I'm excited to introduce Eleonora Senini, CEO and co-founder of Sailes Yes. With our 8 years experience in sales, Eleonora is true visionary in the space. Her startup, Sailes Yes, is revolutionizing how salespeople connect with their ideal target using AI-driven solutions and the power of LinkedIn. Designed by salespeople for salespeople, Sailes Yes is bringing a fresh, innovative approach to matchmaking in the B2B world. So, welcome to the podcast, Eleonora. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you very much, Mahesh, and thank you everybody for listening. I'm so happy
To
to
tell
be
about,
here.
why don't you tell about yourself? Where are you from? How did Sale Yes started, the idea, your background?
Yeah, sure. So basically, thanks again, Mahesh. I'm Eleonora, as mentioned, CEO and co-founder of Sales Yes, and everything basically starting from my background because I'm a salesperson too. So basically, every single day I'm facing the problem with the Sales Yes we are solving. So basically, it's very difficult for salespeople talking to new business identify, find, and engage your ideal buyer persona. So basically, I know what to sell, but it's very complex every single day. Identify to whom to sell your solution. So basically, the idea started with me, with my problem every single day I'm facing.
I mean, I've been a salesperson for over 2.5 decades, and I remember when I saw your pitch during the startup bootcamp event, and I said, yes, this is something I would want to mentor, and this is something very close to my heart. So when you were building it, Eleonora, what were the key challenges you were aiming to solve with this product which you're developing?
Yeah, let's consider that mostly, as mentioned before, every single day I'm facing this problem. So basically, it takes a lot of time identify your ideal buyer persona. It's very complex also. So basically, I used to say it's like finding a needle in a haystack, in a kind of. So basically, every single day, you spend a lot of time doing manually searching on Google, on LinkedIn, or whatever to look for the perfect match for your business, the perfect person to talk to. And it's very complex. So basically, by the way, there are other competitors or tools that they give you just a list of potential clients contacts, but at the end of the day you spend another time sending cold messages, pretty much all of the same, and you hope that maybe one or couple are interested in your solution, and maybe they are not because they are not well profiled. So basically, we want to really profile your ideal buyer persona thanks to the support of artificial intelligence. And this is the prospecting part. So this is the very first part of the sales funnel. So this is where we want to be positioned, and not to the lead generation or next steps, but the very beginning, which is the most complex in my personal opinion.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm trying to figure out which is the right tool for me to, prospect and identify the right, buyers. Where do I get from? How do I get it? I know that Sales Yes leverages LinkedIn and AI for matchmaking. Just can you tell us how does that happen? What is the process?
Yeah, sure. So let's consider we will start with LinkedIn because basically I think, and we have validated this part also with other salespeople, that the great part of salespeople and B2B is on LinkedIn. So basically we are moving on LinkedIn because of that, because you are able to meet as many people in the sales departments talking to the B2B and companies. So let's consider that the platform which is already online with a mock-up on our website. We work like that. So you insert your web address and the AI profile first your company. So helps you identify your strengths, your solutions, your way of offering your problem or your company. And after that, you identify your target, your buyer persona. So basically, it helps you identify, maybe it's better to talk to, I don't know, head of sales or marketing companies or whatever. And it creates like keywords that make you create a direct matchmaking through LinkedIn based on what your ideal target publish on LinkedIn, what their interests are. So basically, it creates a real connection with your potential client, potential target. Client is like a next step. We can say potential contact or ideal buyer persona.
Correct. Excellent. So what is your now I know you did say that you have, you got your mock-up ready. What's your ideal target market and any specific area you want to launch with? I know you're based out of Italy. Where do you want, what's your target segment? How do you want to take it to the market?
Yeah, sure. Exactly. We are based in Italy, but Italy is like our comfort zone, we can say, because we know Italian market and we will start with Italy. But for sure, since the solution is pretty much scalable, we
Mm.
want to be open to new markets as soon as possible, first in Europe and then internationally. I think after Italian market, we will start with the UK and also the Nordics and Netherlands, who are very into the AI and tech parts. So basically, this is our main goal, I think. And yes, according to our market, of course, it's B2B, as mentioned before, and we will start with freelancer, but the solution is able also for small, medium companies, but also huge corporates. Of course, we will start with the freelancer because they convert sooner than a huge corporate. But of course, the solution is possible to be used to anyone in the market according to the sales department.
You mentioned you have just launched a mock-up. So what's the plan in the next 6 months? How are you planning to launch it? What is the next stage and what is the next step you're looking at?
There are so many things to do in the next months. No, basically because the mock-up is just an idea of how Sailes Yes works. But of course, we need to really develop the project and the solution. So by the way, in the next months, we are looking also for new investors and new funds to really develop this idea and to finally launch it. Because me, in first person, I want to use Sailes Yes really because I need on my day by day task. So basically, in the next months, that's the plan, because we have just finished our first incubation program, thanks to Startup Bootcamp. And right now we are looking for funds and to grow faster and to really develop the idea, as mentioned, in Italy, then in Europe, and finally internationally. So plenty of things to do.
Now, why didn't you tell about what kind of funds are you raising, investments? Since this podcast will reach to a lot of investors too. What is the type of funds you're looking at? What's the breakup? And probably you can highlight on that. That will help.
We are looking, as a minimum goal, we are looking for 300K because we want this money to really develop the project and the solution, and we are looking for private investor, business angel mostly, because we know we are in a pre-seed phase. So basically, we want people who really are into our solution, our way of offering the project. So basically, we will start and grow with and thanks to them. So this is the idea. We are creating safe contracts, and in the next year, we want to define a new growth inside the company to convert in fees for our new investors. And the break even, we can say, it can be 5 or 600K. This is like the range, starting from 300K up to 500, 600K.
Which is like tools are emerging rapidly, right? You are also one of
Yeah.
building an AI platform. Now, how does your platform differentiate yourself and stay ahead of competition? What's your thought on that?
Let's consider that, yeah, it's true. It's true. AI is like everywhere. So what's the difference? The fact is that we think that AI is going so fast, and there are a lot of tools talking to AI, dealing with AI, but basically they just go fast and they forget about the quality of the connections, because actually we want to kind of, in a sense, we want to go and create a step back, because actually we want to create really impactful connection with people. So basically AI can help you really to identify and profile your ideal buyer persona, but we don't want to act like a bot and create a spam messages or cold messages, all of the same, without any personalization. Instead, we want to create really a direct matchmaking and create really customized scripts on LinkedIn. So every single script will be different according to your target, according to the person you're talking to. So basically, AI can help us, but can help us in a positive way. Maybe not go so fast, but in a more quality way.
What's your marketing plan? How are you planning to take this product to the market? Is there any thought process you have? How do you want to sell it? Is there any freemium model where people can go and test the product and use it and then probably go ahead and buy it?
Sure. Actually, at the moment, we have validated with more than 150 interviews with salespeople all over, mostly in Italy, but also in Europe. And basically, what happened? There are more than 20 companies already in our waiting list. So basically, they already left their contacts, so they are interested in the solution. But of course, we are planning different strategies, starting from me as a salesperson, identify my ideal buyer persona. But of course, we will do also marketing campaigns. And of course, again, there will be early adopters who will use for free or a part of the solution for free, just to test it and to give us a new advice, suggestion, or whatever. And there will be the very first early adopters. And yes, the very first early adopters will have also discounts on the subscription, because it will be a SaaS based on monthly and annual subscription. So yeah, we have a lot of ideas, and we just want to create it.
You're also I want to understand the Italian startup ecosystem. I know you're a manager there also, you handling it. I'm quite excited about the Italian startup ecosystem. I want to understand more. Can you talk more about that also? If as an investor or as a company who wants to set up something in Italy, what should they look at?
Oh, good question, because actually it's kind of a roller coaster being an entrepreneur. Mostly, I don't know basically how to be an entrepreneur in other countries, but in Italy, it's very, very complex. Apart from the up and down, because basically, as soon as you start creating something new from zero, you basically do not know nothing about the market, on how to do it, or whatever, anything. You basically do not nothing. And that's the first point. In Italy, by the way, there's also a very, very important bureaucracy, and it's very, very complex. But I suggest not to give up, because basically after this roller coaster, a friend of mine and other friend of mine told me just to enjoy this incredible trip. And I totally agree, because at the end you discover something about yourself that it's incredible. So I suggest you not to give up, because it's incredible to be an entrepreneur, even with these up and downs who are like the standard. And by the way, also, if you create, or you are thinking on creating something really game changer, it might really help something into your with your same problem. So basically, I suggest just not to give up and enjoy this incredible trip.
One last serious question. After that, I will do a little bit of fun rapid fire with you. What advice would you give to other entrepreneurs looking to disrupt in an industry through technology, especially in sales or in any industry?
Yeah, exactly. I know sales, of course. So basically, in sales, it happens that we are changing the way we sell. So basically, I know that maybe somebody won't be agree or don't agree with me for what I'm saying, but in the past, mostly in the 90s, salespeople used to sell doing cold calling, for example. And for some sectors, in any case, at the moment, it works again, doing cold calling. But right now, we have more and other tools and way of selling. For example, I don't like doing cold calling, for example. I prefer something else. So basically, why not? The fact is, why not? If it can help you to save time, save money, and increase your connection and increase the quality of your connections, why not? So it can help a lot, and AI is really something. AI in general, I think, is the one of the most game changer. I think it's very difficult to say ever, because in the past a lot of things were done, but it has changed in a good way a lot. If you are able and good in use AI, because don't forget, you are humans, so AI need just to go with us, like with your hands. You clap your hand with the AI, but at the same time you are human. So basically,
Correct.
two different intelligence.
Brilliant. So that was amazing. Now I'll go with the fun segment. This is how it works, LA.
Okay.
It's a rapid fire. I'll ask you a question. You have to answer quickly in one word, two words, but it has to be quick. You can't take
Oh
time.
my God. Okay.
But it's fun. Let's
Yeah.
start with simple one. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? When you wake up.
Okay. Doing breakfast.
What's one app you can't live without on your mobile?
What's up?
WhatsApp. Okay. One word that describes your leadership style.
Energetic and powerful. I think maybe my other shareholders will say.
If you were not in sales, what career would you be, pursuing?
Oh, that's good point, because actually in the past I really thought to be a psychologist. Totally different. But in some kind, like doing sales is kind of identify the psychologies of people.
Last two. What is your guilty pleasure TV show or movie you like to watch?
Guilty.
Any favorite TV show or movies?
Movies. Oh my God, I have so many. I'm thinking at the moment of a series, which is Friends. I liked, and I've just rewatched for the like tenth
You're like me.
time.
I watched it like million times.
Exactly, but I've just rewatched it, so I thought about it.
Last, what's your hidden talent that most people don't know about? One hidden talent.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll do aerial hope as a hobby, and so something according gym and gymnastic, and I love it a lot.
Wow, that's brilliant. So that was amazing, LA. Thank you very much for
Thank
doing
you
this.
so
Appreciate
much.
you for coming on the podcast. Any last words you want to say?
Thank you very much, and hope to see together. Says yes online,
Yes. Yeah.
and say yes to says yes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Maya.
Thanks for tuning, and let's give shout out to our sponsor Sailes Yes, where you can identify, find, and engage your audience through AI and create a direct matchmaking with your ideal buyer persona.
That's a wrap on this episode of Mr. Iyer's Digital Dialogue. Before we close out today's episode, a quick reminder to all our listeners. If you found value in today's insights and discussions, be sure to subscribe to Mr. Iyer's Digital Dialogue on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other leading podcast platforms. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with the latest episodes and continue to delve deep into the ever-evolving world of digital dynamics with Mr. Iyer. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to having you join us for our next episode. Until then, keep the dialogue going and keep pushing the boundaries of digital innovation. Farewell, and stay